Okay, so you know that song, Hello Darkness, My Old Friend? I feel like this would be like the perfect time to use it. It would be so good. So freaking good. Basically, let me give you the rundown. Dr. Disrespect, right? So this guy comes back after admitting to inappropriately talking to a minor and cheating on his wife with said minor. And, well, presumably, he might have cheated on his wife with somebody else. But the point is, cheated on his wife and had also decided to inappropriately talk to a minor. Now, here's the thing: if you were 30, what was Doc around? Mid 30s to late 30s, around that time period, I don't see why you should have whisper messages, private one-on-one whisper messages with somebody under the age of 18. Even if you were like 30 and you're having like conversations with an 18-year-old stranger that's not family related, nothing of that. If you don't think that's weird in the least, you probably deserve to be in the registry. All right, you're more sus than, like an anti trying to talk down to an anime fan. That's what you're more sus than, because you actually unironically think that an adult could be having conversations with someone under the age of 18 and not be fucking creepy. I don't know, man. That's some Drake OVO boy shit right there. But I digress. The point here is that the Deadlock community isn't buying the Kool-Aid. They're not drinking the Kool-Aid. So what they're doing is they decided to take a stand with action, and they all decided to leave Dr. Disrespect, the pedophile, alone with himself to play the game. Now, the entire team left on Doc's very first game. That is telling. Doc is trying to do the whole weasel thing where he manipulates his shitty, stupid, retarded audience. That is exactly what's happening. The gullible, naive idiots are going to believe this guy, this 30-year-old plus man, mid 30s to late 30s, when he did this, by the way. Not very Christian. They're going to believe this fool when he said this was all an elaborate plan to take down evil Twitch. I've still not seen any lawsuits filed. I've seen no legal things happening, probably because, Doc is guilty, but whatever. The pedophile wants to go along with everything being normal, right? Unfortunately, people do not forget. And outside of his little shitty hug box where he doesn't let you talk in his chat unless you've been a member or a subscriber to his channel for 13 weeks, yeah, it's not resonating, I'm sure after Kendrick dropped that diss, people weren't looking at Drake the same way either. Doc is having like a similar situation, right? So everybody leaves, and they leave him alone, and this motherfucker just copes, and it's fucking hilarious. Let's see what the people have to say about this, ladies and gentlemen. This person says, remember, everyone, do not hate watch. Yeah, a lot of people, Jesus, people are going to think I'm a libtard by the end of this because of how much I shit on the right now and the conservatives, but it's just like, bro, I've told you this so many fucking times. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. And this isn't going to do any favor for my numbers. I know that. I just don't give a shit. All right? I don't care who you are, what side you're on. Tribalism is fucking stupid. I will fucking go at you regardless if you're being a fucking idiot. The only group that I'm loyal to is the Senny Squad. Okay? And that's about it. Anybody else, bro, you can get it, okay? It doesn't matter if you're on the left. It doesn't matter if you're on the fucking right. And here's the fact of the matter. I see every shitty conservative grifter out there just praising Doc. This is like the big... I'm surprised. Like, the left is probably so incompetent that they don't play the same game as the... I'll give the conservatives this. They play a game better than the leftards. The leftards feel like they're really encapsulated by their emotion that they can't really fixate on this point. The right-wingers are hardcore defending a pedophile right now. Right? This is literally what like people like Melanie Mack and the Quartering try to push this narrative on the left, that the left is all pro pedophilia because of like gay people and stuff. Which that in itself is like, what the fuck? It's like, I don't know. There's a term for it. It's a fancy term. But like the fact thing of the matter, or as at the ending of the day, as a bear would say, these people on the right are like promoting pedophilia. I shit you not. I see like every fucking right-wing hardcore conservative grifter defending Doc, and it's like so fucking. And I'm not even talking about like the big ones like Uncle Dom, you know, Dom Lucree or whatever the fuck his name is, that guy that salivates over white people all the time. I'm not talking about like the quartering, right? I'm not talking about even Melody Mack. I'm talking about like complete unknowns that are like trying to make a living, or like a name for themselves by defending this pedo. It's like fucking insane. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? God, I hope you guys are never doxxed, because the ramifications of defending a pedophile, I mean, I wonder what would happen to you if you did get doxxed. That would be kind of crazy, bro. I wonder how long, like anybody that defends Doc, I wonder how long your like resolve to defend the pedo would be if you guys, your personal information was out there for people to see. Right? Because people aren't very forgiving to pedos, but people aren't very forgiving to people that defend them either. There's a statement I would like to read out, but YouTube won't let me on what I think should happen to those people. But you can probably use your imagination. So let's go. And then we got a bunch of Deadlock community W's. This is the best community ever. Deadlock community W. Bro really thought he could meme his way out of the Epstein allegations. You know, very based. Okay? Maybe the bots will play with him. Everybody's cooking the fuck out of Doc, right? Wonder if he missed these posts, but he sees them later after saying he had a fun game and promoting it. Is it bro mad? People don't want to take his legal loophole as a reason to not hate him, despite the fact he admitted to wrongdoing and just got away because of the law protects pedos. And yeah, like the thing with that is I've already told you before. Oh my fucking god. Let me put my totally legit VTuber avatar on for a second. There is actually, this is, and look, man, you gotta give Tubby his due. Alright. Now, I'm under the impression that the Oreo at this point is just stealing my talking points. Like, he's using me as a bit of a proxy to test the waters, right? And then he'll just copy the talk, which is fine because everybody does this, but it is what it is. So, you know, Tubulus over here, he basically, yeah, this is what I've been saying. Alright? Even, you know, when, like, you know, the whale of commentary, the most powerful man, right, is agreeing with me, you know I'm fucking right. Or I'm just completely off base because I'm out of touch. You know, I am 24, and you know what they say, a 24-year-old in anime years is just an old man, so maybe I am out of touch. But regardless, Tubby D taking my talking points as always, but it is a good talking point nonetheless. This is essentially the EDP defense, also the Drake defense as well. Drake basically saying that despite the fact that you have multiple occasions of him being creepy with underage, you know, chicks and stuff like that, despite him just doing all this shit blatantly out in the open and whatnot, despite Kendrick cooking the shit out of him, right? Drake has these legal loopholes and sticks by the whole, well, you know, I'm not doing this because I would have been arrested, homie. It's like, you knew criminals get away with, like, crimes, right? You do understand that, right? Like, case in point. Like, this guy, listen, for those of you that don't know who EDP is, he's this motherfucker that got caught in a sting operation. The problem here is it wasn't a legit sting operation, meaning that the people that caught him, they weren't actual cops. They were, like, just regular citizens. I'm not gonna lie, probably trying to just get clout off of it too, but whatever, we don't need to, who cares? There are certain situations where that's fine, totally fine, and if catching creepy pedophiles and predators like this, I think is the exception you should be making for that. So clout chase all you want if you're gonna catch these guys. The main point here, what I'm trying to say is they weren't cops, right? They weren't officers of the law or whatever, right? They're just YouTubers, essentially. I think it was shit, I forgot his name, but they were just YouTubers, and they caught this kind of sting operation where EDP was trying to meet up with a 14-year-old, a 13-year-old, or whatever. The law let it slide because it wasn't an official sting operation. That's fucked up. That is what Doc is doing. That is what the loophole which Doc is doing. I've heard rumblings too that apparently Doc is such a bitch that now he's like, it was okay in the age that they, or like the age of consent where they live means it's fine. It's like, bro, you can't be doing this shit, because like if you're gonna apply this logic, you're basically saying that if the age of consent is 14 in a country, and this dude from the U.S. wants to meet up with that 14-year-old, it's okay. Or if that 14, you understand how that's fucked up. Like, we're not, you guys are, the Doc defenders out there, the Doc support, you guys aren't that retarded, right? Like, you're just playing, right? You have to be playing, because otherwise, man, you know, a certain leader in the past, you know, their talking points about how you guys need to disappear needs to come back. But I digress. Again, dude, I'm pushing it a little. I know I'm pushing the YouTube boundaries a little bit. But, again, at the ending of the day, as a bear would say, this filthy, filthy individual over here is trying to get away with this shit by using every loophole in the book, by trying to reassure you, or trust me, bro, based off of the fact that Twitch is a corrupt company and Doc is a corrupt man. So, again, doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, does it? Anyway, go on with like the comments real quick. It says, okay, I guess I'm the only one in this. Dr. Disrespect, once he realized he was alone. Now, a game like Deadlock, that is, I mean, brand new, a lot of reviews. It's not a dead game. It's not a dead game by any means necessary. It's a very, 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 very active game for the most part, because it's getting so many good reviews and so many people want to get on it and shit. The problem is this guy's a fucking pedophile, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I don't know in how many more ways I gotta tell you. This guy is a fucking dirty pedophile, okay? He's worse than anybody ever. Any anime fan you want to deflect onto, anything of that sort. They'll never beat Doc, who wanted to fuck a minor, okay? Or like, whatever. Inappropriate combo, homie. It's all a 50D chess move, whatever. People that are saying that could have just been Doc making a dick joke or something. Alright? Like an inappropriate joke or something. Okay. You can reveal the whisper messages. I don't know why he plays with this idea that he can't. You know? So I could leave. I would leave if I saw him in the game too. He's cooked. His time is done. It's because they were all minors and never went pro because he prefers the minors. Deadlock needs to put on 18 plus queuing for now so Doc doesn't get too excited. Bro left the match, funny his entire team back. He got $65,000 in donation. Yeah, like a lot of people will defend pedophilia too. It is again, like, this is one of the guys that are coping. It's like, oh, if a pedophile makes mad money, it's okay. Like, this is where the priorities are for most people here. And as you can see, this is another right-winger that's pro-pedophilia. And again, like, people are like, why are you attacking the conservatives? Because they're fucking retarded, bro. Like, I'm not here to, listen, I know what it takes to, to take advantage of tribalism and form an audience off of that and, get the numbers and shit. I don't want that fucking shit, bro. I feel like there's so many unauthentic people on YouTube now and just in general that just want the money and and I get it with the economy being as shit as it is and whatever. I just don't feel like doing that, bro. All right? I really don't. So if you're going to be a fucking rebarred, just in general, I don't care what political affiliation you want to side with. I don't care what labels you want to put on yourself to try to protect yourself, whether it's like you're on the left and you want to use all those fancy fucking shitty labels, or you're on the right like this dipshit over here and you want to use all your little fancy labels. You're gonna get it either way. You're gonna get it, you rebarred. So, yeah, just another casual fucking right-winger defending pedophilia over here. Listen, man, I know, like, my predominant fan base is full of right-wingers. I'm mostly sure that that's the case. Don't fucking defend pedophilia, bro. All right? I don't care if you want to do this weird loophole. All right? Just don't do it. At least just wait for them to be 18. And that is like a rabbit hole kind of all on its own, because it's like, yeah, let's just not touch that one. It's whatever. Jesus, them age gaps, right? Am I right? Oh no, you're just part of cancel culture. You're not allowed to think that's fucking weird in the lead. Bro, shut the fuck up. Anyway, aside from that, you know, as you can see, these are all the other reactions. Personally, I don't know. I can't, like, YouTube won't let me say what I feel like should happen to this guy. They just won't let me, bro. But at the ending of the day, all right, I think Doc serves as a symbol for why anime fans don't suck and why anime fans can all be redeemed in the eyes of the Sen. And of course the world. I don't fucking know what I'm saying anymore at this point, bro. I mean, I'm trying to get my Jake Weddle on. You know, my bad. I'm a bad comedy. Anyway, that's all I have for this video though, guys. Have a good rest of your day wherever the hell you are. And remember, Sunny Squad overall. Good night, everybody.